First day of class, I met him, and he started talking about his life, and I realized he's out of his mind. How's that for an introduction? He's great. He's just great, isn't that? A man after my own heart. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Hirschhorn. Come on, give it. Andy Hirschhorn.
Well, good evening, brokerage. How's everyone doing? Well, my name's Andy Hirschhorn. I'm from Merritt. I'm retired, and I hate it. I don't do anything. I don't go anywhere. So I decide I'm going to join the local Merritt retirement group. But they say you got to come in for an interview, like a job. And they say, what are you doing with your time off? And I'm doing nothing. So I fibbed. I said, well, I took flying lessons. I made an emergency landing in the Hudson River, just like Sully. And they buy it. They're applauding it. And I say, and I play a little shuffleboard too. They say, oh, stop, get out of here, you're lying, go home. I go, what? They say, we're all from Merrick, and we know there aren't any shuffleboard courts in Merrick. So rejection stings, right? I go to the gym to work off the stress. But I forget my membership card. Okay, I'm at the front desk. Now they try to do something else. Phone number, blank. Date of birth, another blank. Mother's maiden name, forget about it. They say, we know your face. Just go in, work out. 15 minutes into the workout, they start the closing announcements 2 hours early. What's up with that? Well, I wrap up the workout. On the way out, I say, what's with the early countdown? And they say, well, they were for you, these announcements. What do you mean? Well, you forgot your pass card. You couldn't remember a damn thing about your life. We figured you might not remember that you gotta go home. So I realize, well, maybe instead of a workout, I need a girlfriend. I need love, right? So I go online, I meet someone, but she says, I can't just date you. First, a Zoom date, a couple of them. We'll get to know each other. So I set up in the house for the first Zoom date, got a tuna sandwich. My cell phone, waiting for the call. She calls from Peter Luger's Steakhouse, the restaurant. I'm nibbling on a tuna sandwich. She's eating a double sirloin. So we finish the meal, and now it's the end of the day, and I hear a ka-ching on my cell phone. It's a text from her. She screenshot the bill for $350. And I go, what the hell is this? She goes, don't worry, I take Venmo, Zelle, Apple Pay. She said, now for the second Zoom date, I'm going to be calling from Aruba. And then she says, and I hope you don't mind paying for me to fly business class. So after that, I swear off any kind of Zoom dates. I say only face-to-face. So a friend of mine says, I got you a fix-up. A restaurant, a date, a nice lady. He says, but you talk too much. And I'm like, where'd you get that from? But he says, you do. Don't talk. Only questions. Just ask her questions. She talks. Okay. Meet her for the date. We're into the dinner, and I'm Barbara Walters' clone. I'm asking more questions than I can even keep track of. And follow-ups. And about 45 minutes into it, she says, wait, tell me about you. Tell me about your kids. I said, well, I don't have any kids. So she says, well, why not? Now I panic. I go, well, my ex was never in the mood. And she says, well, if you hammered her with questions, like you're doing to me now, I wouldn't be in the damn mood either. Oh, it's a funny thing, you know. It's, I decide to go and look on Facebook. They have dating sites on Facebook. This is a unique one. Female prisoners behind bars. And I figure, this is great, because they're not going anywhere. There's not a lot of competition. And they even give them tablets. They can call you, they can message you. Sounds great. And I hook up with a female inmate. And we're getting along just fine. And then suddenly, she says, don't message me, I'll message you. Okay. Silence, 2 weeks. Then she finally calls and says, you know, I'm not feeling a love connection. She says, can we be friends? I go, wait a minute. You've been in for 7 goddamn years. You got another 7 years to go. You're ghosting me? And she says, well, even inmates have standards. See, dating, single life, it's more than just whether you're alone or not. There's the social aspects, right? You get an invitation, it says +1. People say bring someone. They want to see people coupled off. So my friend at the beginning of the summer throws a barbecue. He says bring someone. So what do? I bring someone. She's quiet, doesn't say a lot, very pleasant. And she spends most of the barbecue floating in the pool. So now the date ends. Silence from him, from all of our friends, the whole damn summer. Not one invite, again, right through. No phone calls, nothing. So the fall comes, I hear he's getting married. But I don't get a wedding invite. So I run into him in the deli. I said, what, you didn't like the girl that I brought? He goes, no, Andy, we just don't like you. And besides, who in the hell comes to a barbecue with a blow-up doll? So I'm at the car wash the other day, and I see behind the counter a very attractive lady, age appropriate, my age group. She's funny, vivacious. We have a real banter going on. And then she says, well, what are you getting on the car? I said, oh, I'm going to get a car wash and I'm going to armor all the tires. She says, that's it? Nothing more? I go, well, yeah, just the wash and the armor. Well, I take a seat after paying, and then a couple of minutes later, I come back to the counter and I say, you know, let me ask you something. We got along great. We're both single. Why don't we do something sometime? She says, absolutely not. And I say, why? She goes, what kind of a guy comes into this place and doesn't get the undercarriage wash? So now, I learned that another inmate from that Facebook dating site, yeah, another one that I've been talking to, she broke loose. She escaped. She's a fugitive on the run. And I tell my friend, he says, yeah, I gave her my name and my address. He goes, oh, I wouldn't go home. I'm going home. I'm going to pray. He goes, you got to pray she doesn't kill you in your own house? I go, no. I'm going to pray she shows up. And if she does, I'll be ready. The house might be a mess, but she'll never find my blow-up doll. Folks, I appreciate your time. It's been a pleasure. Hope to see you soon. My name's Andy Hirschhorn.
Andy Hirschhorn, come on, give him a hand. Let him hear it. Come on. Let Andy Hirschhorn hear it. The man is starving for female attention.